Hi, today we are coming to you from Indianapolis. And if you haven't guessed already, we're at Brickyard Crossing at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Today we're going to be talking to Assistant Superintendent Phillip about what they do for one of their BMPs. Hey Phillip, how you doing?
Doing good, Ken. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, thanks. First off, thanks for having me here. Super appreciate your hospitality. We had a great barbecue lunch today, boy, I appreciate my barbecue, so thank you on that one.
No, it's been a very enjoyable visit. Learned a lot already, and
great.
It's good to have you out here to see our property.
Great, great. So before we get into the BMP that we're going to talk about, give me a little bit of history about the track and the golf course.
No problem. This place has a rich history. Most people have heard of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Yes, we are the golf course that is inside the track. We have 14 holes on the outside with 4 holes inside the track. The golf course, the original layout was built in 1929. We've been a continuous golf course open since then. In 1992, 93, I believe it opened up in 94 with a Pete Dye redesign of our current layout.
So hold on, it's 1929 it opened as a track. What were they, racing Model Ts? I mean, I can't even imagine the car that existed back then.
The golf course opened in 1929.
Okay,
so
okay.
The track, do you one better, opened up in, I believe, 1909.
What were they, on bicycles?
I think the average speed of the first Indianapolis 500 in 1911 was close to like 50 miles an hour. Yes. But
we've come a long ways. What do they average now?
The average for qualifying this past week was right around 230 miles an hour.
Wow.
That's not top speed, that's average speed. So
wow.
They're getting up to about 240 before they enter into the turn.
Oh man, boy, it takes a gutsy guy to get behind that wheel, or a woman, person behind that wheel.
There's a reason why we're not driving.
Yeah, that's right, we can't. We can't do that. Dude, let's get to our BMP that you've identified as something that you feel has been very impactful here, and that is the use of clipping yield to help you manage turf grass out here. Tell me a little bit about your program.
Yeah, so we are in year 2 of clipping yields. I think that's kind of one of those hot new topics in the turf industry world. A lot of people on both sides of the argument. We started doing it in 2019, kind of for the first time. We just wanted the dabble in it, and next thing I know, we're diving in full scale. So we measure clipping yield off of every green every single day, and at first, we just knew it's going to be some good information that we thought we could maybe look at and base a few decisions, when should we mow, when should we not mow.
Yeah.
But what we found is we're getting a wealth of data that we never even expected to get out of this. So,
tell me some of the data that you're getting.
So a lot of the data that we're looking at, every day we're measuring green speeds.
Yeah.
We're also looking at growth potential.
Yeah.
We're looking at the Smith-Kearns model. We battle dollar spot out here. And then we're also,
and you said you were DMI resistant out here.
Yeah,
so extra struggle there.
And we're measuring our growth regulators, how much those are working for us. So the data that we're getting out of that, a lot of that goes back to, clipping volumes. What we've been able to the pinpoint off of by measuring clipping volumes is, yes, when should we mow next? When should we do this? But we can see how effective our growth regulators are doing, especially measuring them up against growth potential. But we just know we're doing a better job of managing that throughout the year. We're not getting those roller coaster ebbs and flows anymore. That's right.
That's what it's intended to do, right? You're supposed to have that consistency. Well, I'm super impressed with that BMP. I hope that that's a BMP that gets adopted around the country. I know it's gaining a lot of popularity. There's maybe a little bit of controversy about it, only because it's new, I think. Once we get entrenched in this, I think we're going to find that, we should have been doing this all along.
Yeah, I'll admit, I was a hater at first. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of losers. Like,
we're overthinking. That's what people say. We're overthinking. It grows
itself. Let it grow.
Yeah.
That's kind of always my philosophy. It wants to be natural. Let it grow. But now that I've started doing it, and I've found out throughout the process that I'm kind of a data nerd. I love all this data that's coming in. You know, now I don't see ourselves going back. You know, I thought it was going to be troublesome training everybody, getting them on board, but now that we're in year 2 of it, boom, everybody knows you don't take a mower out without taking a clippings bucket. You know, we designed the buckets, we got over that hurdle. Now everybody's doing it.
Simple training.
It's been so much easier year 2. I can't imagine year 3, year 4 out of this.
Well, again, thanks for sharing that BMP with us. I think that's going to be a real useful BMP for superintendents around the country, some of which may not even be familiar with that. I would guess that your suggestion is don't be afraid to jump in on that. You've had some good success with it so far.
Yeah, we were going to start with just doing like 1 green every day, and then we found it was just going to be, you know, if we're going to do it, let's go all in. And now we're doing all 18 greens, and yeah, it's been a very enjoyable and very learning, good experience for all of us.
Well, I again want to thank you for taking the time, and thank you for your hospitality out here today. This has just been nothing short of amazing. It's a place I've always wanted to come visit, and I appreciate you allowing me the opportunity to be here.
All right, no problem. Let's continue on our tour.
Okay, thanks.